I'm Geoffrey Abbott, and I'd like to invite you to join me for some serious play in a workshop coming up in London, also Washington and later in Sydney, called Coaching for a Global Mindset, Deep Conversations for Thriving in Complexity. It might be better called From Drowning to Surfing, the idea being that we're living in a complex world, and as coaches we engage people with the idea of dealing with complexity in new ways. So this is going to be a series of conversations that we have over 2 days that are interrelated. It's not, if you like, traditional coach training where there's one model that we work with. We're working with the models that all are ways of unpacking and getting clarity where there might be a mess. And the secret of it is to merge my expertise and your expertise in creating some new knowledge in the room. And why might we want to do this? The experience from around the world is that executives day by day are facing increasingly complex and difficult problems which are invariably described as messes or wicked problems, and some very solid research, including by the work of Bob Keegan in the United States, is that we are really in over our heads, that leaders are struggling, and coaching is one of the few ways that helps people to unpack complexity. However, if the coaches involved don't have sufficient complexity of mind and tools at play that they can use, then they won't be able to engage with the level of complexity needed. And that brings us to Ashby's law of requisite variety from cybernetics. It says that variety absorbs variety. And this means that if you want to tackle a complex problem, you've got to have the cognitive apparatus at the level of complexity, at least, of the problem, which of course echoes the words of Einstein. So we're going to play. We're going to be in a mode of serious play, which is the work of John Dewey, the 19th century, 20th century American philosopher and educationalist. We talked about this contrast between being really serious and at the same time being playful and light. That contrast of light and dark and serious play enables the mind to be the ideal mental condition. And we're going to work through a series of waves, of different knowledge waves that come through. We'll see what those mean, merge it with your knowledge, and we'll grow that to get to an outcome that will see you work out of the workshop, hopefully in a better place than when you worked in. We've also got a body of knowledge in the Routledge Companion to International Business Coaching. Of course, knowledge is not necessarily that useful in the book, so our idea is to get it into the room with you and to play and see if we can come up with some imaginative approaches. And the other thing you can do is when you come out of the workshop is these methodologies can be used by leaders that you are coaching. So in other words, obviously you can share these with the people you're coaching and they can use them with their staff to assist them in the real world to make sense. The workshop's being done with the Association for Coaching, which is a global professional body for coach accreditation and for coach development of knowledge. And I really like working with the association because they do have a global sense and they really have an understanding of the depth that's needed to get leverage in executive coaching. So I invite you to join me. I can assure you over the 2 days that I'll be doing my best to ensure we have a good time and also that we create some knowledge that you can use in your practice. Thank you.